Who has destroyed these packages?
It must be the work of criminals.
Kneel before me, son of Jor-El. Or should I say, Christopher Reeve?
What?
What's he talking about, Clark?
Ow!
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
He's with us. Here's the symbol.
Yeah, let's go get him! Let's get him! Let's kick that side! I'm gonna get slap! Kick! Punch! Is there no one here to even challenge me? Where is he? Where is this imbecile?
I am here, Zod.
Jor-El!
You must go back to the Phantom Zone.
Ow! Kneel before Zod, you boot!
Oh, Jor-El, my love, I'll keep you safe.
Mego style action figures come with everything seen here by Mego and Captain Action and Mattel. Visit the Mego Museum website because it's awesome. And remember, be nice to each other. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, I'm famous cartoonist Art Baltazar. Beginning 2023, my comic books are going monthly, or pretty close to it. That's right, a new comic book every month. How am I doing this? Well, first, I found a low print run printer. Second, I teamed up with Comic Tom 101. Third, Tommy teamed up with Comic Books for Kids, a charity that donates comics to kids in hospitals. Several months throughout the year, subscribers to the Comic Tom mail call will receive one of my books in their boxes. All other months, I will be self-publishing comics to fill in the monthly gaps to keep my books new and fresh and awesome. New comics, classic comics, cool comics, all kinds of stuff. If you don't subscribe to the mystery mail call, no worries. My books will be available on my website, electricmilkcomics.com, and of course at all 3 of our Oh Yeah Comic Shop locations. And also when you meet me at a convention appearance or an art signing or something like that. I can't wait to get started. Actually, I already began. Oh yeah, you guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye.
Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Hello. We're here. Welcome to Famous Cartoonist Says Things. I'm your host. My name is Art Baltazar. I'm the famous cartoonist. That's printed here. I'm the famous cartoonist who's going to say things. I'm going to say things today. I'm going to draw things today. If you have a swig, now's the time to swig. Swig with me. It's a time of day where your swig can contain anything. It can contain coffee. Some people like after dinner coffee. Maybe some of you are just waking up. Today it feels like a mid lunchtime. I had a late day, early day, you know. So I just finished my coffee, so it's filled with some ice cold, refreshing, still caffeinated, carbonated drink. You guys are here, man. You guys are here. Anthony, I'd pay $1 million to see these action figure videos on the big screen. Oh yeah, man. Well, there's cool way. They're on YouTube, and if you have that thing where you could watch YouTube videos on your living room, that's one way to up your screen a little bit. The screen size will be updated, upgraded, but thank you, man. That's cool. D Brad's here. Perfect time for me. Hello, Anthony. Hello, D Brad. You are here. Whew, I was catching out of breath. Hello, Chris Mack. Hello, friends. Hello, Chris Mack. You're a good man, sir. Oh, yeah, D Brad. D Brad is here. You go, D Brad. You got to do that. I just started a fresh swig. Yeah, man. The fresh swig is the best swig. I just refilled mine, too. But what happens to me, this cup stays filled with swig all the time. So at the end of the night, if I don't finish, I just put this in the fridge. And then the next day, I'll fill it back with fresh ice. I got fresh ice in there. And then I'll top it off with fresh swig. So I have a fresh swig. So here we go. Well, yeah, man. You guys, Trey's like, what? I have hair envy. Yeah, man. I decided to go on because my hair is good today. Yesterday, my hair always looks good. Like the day after I condition it. I'm still clean. I don't stink. But I did shower yesterday. Today's been a low-key day where I've just been home. I drove my daughter around a little bit. But I decided I got to sit down and just hunker down and draw some things. But yesterday, I had to go out. We had to go to a wake. One of my friends went to see Baby Jesus. But me and my wife went, and her friend. So I had to look nice. And I know I can't go to these places wearing my cool, famous cartoonist hat gear. So I had to have my hair be very presentable. So yesterday, I really put in the conditioner and flattened it down. I tamed down my hair. My hair was a bit close to my head. It was tight. I had tight curls yesterday, and it was close. And today, after some teasing, I got my hair big. So my hair is big for today. But that's just how it happens, man. My hair goes through stages, and I'm trying to let it grow. I've been asking my friends, because with C2E2 coming up, I think to myself, I say, self, when people journey from afar, when journey across the United States, they journey sometimes from Australia. I got a fellow who comes in from South Africa. I got some people who come in from, who order from me anyway, from Japan. So I have people coming from all over the world. And maybe they don't see these live streams. Maybe they don't follow me too much on the socials. But what do they think in their head that when they think of Art Baltazar, famous cartoonist, what image do they have in their head before they meet me? So I've been asking around to my friends. Like, you guys know who I am, but when you think famous cartoonist, what image does it give to your head? Like, what should I do? Should I keep the goatee? Should I shave the mustache? Should I get big hair? Should I buzz it short so I look neat with a hat? Should I wear a baseball cap, flat cap, big hat? And most everybody said, keep the goatee because it's kind of artsy, you know. Try to get it more full, but I don't know if my beard and mustache gets full. It definitely gets long. Like, my beard could get real long, but I'm going to try to get it full. But the best advice I had, I asked my Crone brothers, Joe's cool, he said about the goatee, but Adam Crone said, don't cut your hair because right now it looks like you're having a good time. So I said, I'm going to keep the curly hair. I'm going to see how far I can take this hair. And if it gets bigger, it's cool. I had at one point, it got so big that it started hanging. Boom. It droops down like a mop. And that's where I'd love to get back there. It takes about a year to get there. I don't know what, I just lose track of haircut times. But I usually only get a haircut once or twice a year. It's always haircut time before the big show. Then I start the convention season looking very presentable and very dad-like, very two-car garage, suburban dad-like. But I think I'm going to let it go this time. I'm going to let the curls happen. The curls get bigger on the sides. I look a little bit Larry Fine-ish, but that's just fine. You know, Larry Fine is fine, but, you know, from the Three Stooges. But I think I'm going to let it grow. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to look like this picture here pretty soon. And I think it's cool. But I have a lot of caps. I have flat caps here, big caps, like these kind. These flat caps are for when my hair is big, I get the poofier hats. Baseball caps tend to get pushed off my head when my hair is too big. But I have these fedoras that I wear that I could push the brim down all the way, and they look rather safari? No, what's that? Panama? They look like vacation hats. And it looks like when I wear those hats and I have my big hair and a little beard, it looks like I'm chilling. Like, yeah, man, I'm chilling. Time for a swig. And it looks like this. Yeah, man, time for a swig. And the answer to most of the questions is, yeah, man, don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. So that's how it looks when I wear those hats. So Adam told me, I like the curly hair. Makes it look like you're having a good time. so if that sounds good. We're going to do it, man. We're going to do it. Who's this? Amos Falker. All right. The goo from Ant-Man is an old Native American ceremony. It's turd and shrooms. I'm not sure what any of that means. Ant-Man, I got to see the movies. But I trust you, man. Turd and shrooms, both things can make you feel pretty good, I heard. Like, Anthony says, I was summoned to jury duty the week leading to C2E2, but I told them I had to hang with the famous one and Fife, and they let me be excused. Yeah, man, I did that too. What they'll do is they'll reschedule you. They'll push you ahead for 6 months, and they'll send you another summons. So I don't know how many times a row it will work, but I dropped an excuse on them, and they don't even ask you why. They don't challenge your excuse. They just reschedule you, and they'll send you another summons 6 months. And I know that's true because that has happened to me. Eventually, you got to go. Goatee, glasses, some 70s hat, or big curly hair. Yeah, man, I'm going to do it. I got a lot of cool hats. I got hats that I wear specifically when my hair gets big because my hair won't fit into smaller hats. Like I have, here's a stack of hats. There's a stack of hats because every time I'm sitting here and drawing on lockdown, hunkering, somebody says, Dad, can you drive me? Or can you go to the store? So I have to have a pair of pants handy and a hat. So this is my hat I wear. When my hair is big, this goes on really well. This one goes on really well when the hair is big, but sometimes I got to tuck it. These hats, however, my Panthers, college baseball caps, these I need short hair. I need short hair because they don't fit when my hair's thick. So I got to make sure my hair is short. So you're like, yeah, this is a great show, Baltazar. It's all about your head. I'm like, I know. I know, man. That's true. That's true. Skulk is here. Gorin Brothers Gorin hats. Yeah, man, you said it, man. Look at, here's a Gorin Brothers hat right here. They got the Gorin Brothers crown, castle. It's a castle, not a crown. The castle's on the back. And it's cool, man. It says Gorin Brothers on the inside. So I'm a big fan of hats. I got these guys. This hat's I bought in New York. And it's called the New Yorker hat. New York brand hat. So this one's real cool because it's comfortable. It's real soft. And I learned that if you're going to start wearing hats, the more expensive the hat, the more comfortable it is on your head, and you can wear it all day and it won't smash your hair and you won't itch. Like, oh, you get that $14 baseball cap on your head, and after a while you itch. You got to get like you got to get a ruler and go. You don't want that to happen. I don't know what you're talking about, man. We're balloon. Johnny's here. Oh, hi, Johnny. Hello. Hello, Yoko Chips. Jake Mills is here. New guy. What new comics are next for the famous cartoonist? Oh, I'm glad that you asked that. I'm going to draw a cover today. I'm going to draw a cover for a book coming out in the next batch. But I started this monthly excursion into the world of comic books starting January. I'm going to do a monthly book with the help of Comic Wellsprings printer and Comic Tom and whatnot. You probably saw the trailer. You guys want to see the trailer again? No, don't do it. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. Here's the plan. Oh, maybe not. Yes, I will. You guys want to see it? I've already ventured into it. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing starting this month. Listen, look at this. Watch this. Hello, I'm famous cartoonist Art Baltazar. Beginning 2023, my comic books are going monthly, or pretty close to it. That's right, a new comic book every month. How am I doing this? Well, first, I found a low print run printer. Second, I teamed up with Comic Tom 101. Third, Tommy teamed up with Comic Books for Kids, a charity that donates comics to kids in hospitals. Several months throughout the year, subscribers to the Comic Tom mail call will receive one of my books in their boxes. All other months, I will be self-publishing comics to fill in the monthly gaps to keep my books new and fresh and awesome. New comics, classic comics, cool comics, all kinds of stuff. If you don't subscribe to the mystery mail call, no worries. My books will be available on my website, electricmilkcomics.com, and of course, at all 3 of our Oh Yeah Comic Shop locations. And also, when you meet me at a convention appearance or an art signing or something like that, I can't wait to get started. Actually, I already began. Oh yeah, you guys are awesome. Okay, bye-bye. Woohoo! That's happening right now. Those are the deets of what's happening. And just last weekend was Comic Books for Kids weekend. And Tommy was on Whatnot selling comics and selling my variant cover of #1 of Patrick the Wolf Boy. And we raised $2,000 for charity, along with donating nearly 2,000 comics to charity. And man, it was so overwhelming last weekend. We did lots for kids' books, and I'm just going to keep making. That was just month #1. But look what I'm doing. In January, I released this book, Patrick the Wolf Boy. And this was just what you said with the help of Tommy and Whatnot. We did this book. We printed this book that's on my website right now, electricmilkcomics.com. And it's a re-release of Patrick the Wolf Boy #1, except now he's in color. All of it's in color. There's new pinup pages. It's not the exact reprint. It's different. It's recolored, new cover colored, new back cover. There's a lot of different things. And there's a variant cover. Every time I print a book every month, there's going to be a variant cover, which is the variant cover is the book that goes to kids. It goes to kids in hospitals, comic book for kids. So let me put a different banner so you can see full screen. So you can see my, there you go. So you can see when I hold the book. See, the variant cover is the book that goes to comic books for kids. But the variant cover also goes to Comic Tom, his subscription mystery boxes. But I will be getting the variant cover really soon. I have to wait until the variant cover goes to the donation. Then I have to wait for it to go to subscribers, the people who ordered it. And then I get to sell mine. So I'm going to have these probably this week or by next Friday, but definitely by another week, they'll be on my website. They're both in transit. The boxes that are coming to me are still in transit. They're not coming yet, But this is my January book. And my February book is Patrick's Wolf Boy #2. And it also has a variant cover, which is coming soon. I will have both of these real soon. And being March 1st just was that today? It was yesterday. This book is my March book, Meteorite #2. And Meteorite #1 is also on my website, and Meteorite #2 is available on my website. And the books that are coming out with Tommy and whatnot and are going to school or the hospitals, they will all have variant covers. This, however, will not. This is the variant cover. This is the standard cover. This is all covers, which is one cover. Sorry, I had some air. I'm trying to grasp air here. But this is Meteorite #2. This is going to be a 3-issue miniseries. And book 3 is coming to me. I printed a few extras early, and I will have them at C2E2. You'll have 1, 2, and 3 at C2E2. And eventually, number 3 will be available through Comic Tom and will be donated to kids in hospitals, and we'll have a variant cover. So I'm just so excited to make comics right now. It's just so much fun. And I'm going to show you a little page. See, full color. And this is the classic Famous Cartoonist style that you all know and love. And the back covers are now featuring, the background is my floor, my painted floor. And they're all kind of cool. They're all like a classic collage, if you will. You could put it all together. And that all started with Abraham Linkage. Abraham Linkage is on my website right now too. And the back of this cover was his big face. And as you can see, the background is my basement floor where I paint in my art studio. So I have some really cool stuff happening. I've been making comics, and when we journeyed into this thing, it was last July maybe. And we're like, well, maybe we could launch it in October. Maybe we could do November. We eventually launched it in January. And ducks in a row and papers signed and ink dried and everything, we finally could announce it. It was like end of December. We wanted to announce in October, but we're doing this thing now. And even Tom asked me, are you willing to do it? Like, when I told him I'm going to do a book a month, he goes, are you able to do it? I'm like, yes. And we're only into the 3rd month of this year. And I already submitted, we have a folder we share. There's already 15 comics in there. So I have 15 books. So I'm 12 months ahead. So I'm already a year ahead. And I keep making books. And so all the months that Tommy's not printing them, I'm printing my own. I have a ton here that are ready to go. And before I put them online on my website, I'm going to wait for that month for it to hit. Like, I'm going to wait for the month for I had #2 here, Meteorite, for about 2 months, but I had to wait for it to drop, the date drop, you know. And so it doesn't drop till March 1st. But this book I have extra too. Boom. Webster's Spider Monkey #0. This is my June book. I already have it, but it's a reprint of all the Dark Horse stuff. It's a reprint of the Dark Horse. It collects the Dark Horse that was in the trade. So this book was never offered as a single issue before. And it has the back cover, of course, and the inside credits. And it's just really cool. I really like this. And it has my own branding. See? Electric Milk, Oh Yeah Comics. And this one's coming out on my own too. This will not be available through the donations or through Comic Tom or no variant cover. This is one of the things that are coming out. So this one's coming out for June. But if you're at C2E2, I will have this. I'll have all my books that are not ready yet. But if you see me in person, you'll be able to buy my books early, and I'll have everything. I'll have everything that I currently have delivered to my house. I'm getting 2 more books. I'm getting a package tomorrow, and about next week or the week after, I'm getting another book. I'm going to have Grimace Island #1 reprinted because I sold out, and I still have issue 2, 3, and 4 that are, I have a lot of them. So I went back and printed another 100 copies of Grimace #1. The cover is still the same cover, slight color variations, but there's a new back cover and a few pinups inside. So it's not the same book. It's a different printing. So that one's going to be cool. I'm going to have that at C2 as well. So I'm going to have a lot of new books. So I'm really excited right now to make books, and I could do whatever I need to do. It's pretty fun, man. I like it a lot. Let's see what you guys are saying. So that was the question to this. Where new comics are going to be for next superhero, next, whatever that says. I read that. And then it says, how high can you stack hats in your head? It's funny because when I buy fedoras and I travel with fedoras, I never like to pack them because the edges get crinkly or they get smashed. So I'll wear them on my head. The most I've ever wore was four fedoras. And at that time, I had 4 fedoras on my head, and my wife had 2 on the way home from the airport because we bought 2 while I was on vacation or wherever we were. So I like to buy a hat wherever I go somewhere, but it's getting to where I don't always use the fedoras when I travel on airplanes because they get inconvenient. But if I'm driving to the show, I'll happily pack them in the back seat and carry them into the hotel. So the max on my head was 4. 4 hats. Swig for hats. Yo, Matt Rogers. What is happening, my man? Troy Younger says, a handy pair of pants. It's always a good thing. Yeah, man. And the thing about pants is I love how they feel when they're brand new, fresh, out of the dryer, washed. And even I like them out of the dryer. But I like pants even more after you wore them a few times and they get real soft. They almost get as soft as like a t-shirt. So I like the floppy, baggy, soft jean pants the best. It's like we're taking fashion and laundry tips today. We're blowing big hair. You're almost Larry Fine. Yeah, man. I tell you, man, my hair, it grows out, but the sides grow faster than the top. I think that's just because I'm 60 years old now. No, almost getting there. Just because I'm an old man, but I'm trying to get away with it still. The moment it looks like I'm trying, you see a buzz or hat all the time. I don't know. I don't want to hide it with the hat either. You got to embrace it, man. You got to embrace it. Anthony Michael says a ruler would work for scratching under the hat. But so would an Abraham Lincoln fly smacker. Available now on artbaltazar.com. That's true, man. You could get a linkage fly smacker right now. It's the best prop, comic book prop, boom, since Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. As you can see, there's the fly smacker. If you go to electricmillcomics.com or artbaltazar.com, there's a link. It'll take you right to that fly smacker. And I think they're only $2. So it's real easy to purchase them. When when shipping costs more than a product, that's what we're doing here. And I don't know what's happening. I just bought 3 of your books from a local bookstore today. What a coinkadink. That is awesome, man. Yes, my books are all over the place. The books I'm currently printing are exclusive to me, exclusive to my website, and exclusive to when you see me at a show. It's working out, man. Shout out to Charity. Hey, yeah, I'm very happy with Charity, man. When we first started this monthly thing, let's see if we could go monthly. The missing piece was Whatnot was asking, okay, we can do this, but we want to make a bigger splash. If they just print books and give them to me, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a big splash for me, for my fans, but no one's gonna care about that in the world, In my world, they'll care. So they wanted to make a bigger splash, and they said, wouldn't it be cool if we could print 6,000 of these things, but donate half to charity? We're like, ooh. And then when Tommy came up and said, this is what they want to do, and I said, do you have a charity? And he said, no, not yet. And I said, I got one. And it was Comic Book for Kids. My friend Mark Weiss runs Comic Books for Kids, and he's the leading, probably largest comic book charity for kids charity in the United States. And I think he reached out to the UK as well. But the name of the company is what it is, Comic Books for Kids. It donates comic books to kids in hospitals. And we donate these books, and we just raise some money for the guy. And mostly he needs money for shipping, because the illusion is he's going to load up his van with all these boxes and drive to all the hospitals. But he's a Chicago-based guy. But if he wants to donate to hospitals in California, he's got to mail these books. So he mails actually pallets and pallets of comic books every week. So I'm going to go see his warehouse next week. We got an appointment. We're going to go check it out. Maybe I'll do a little live thing, or maybe take some videos and pictures. I'll probably take videos and pictures and post the videos so you guys can see. But that's really cool, man. I'm looking forward to that. Matt Rogers says, "Hi, Hank." Jake Mills says, "Wow, you've been shooting these new comics out. Can't wait to pick them up. I recently just ordered issues 1 and 2 from Who's Who and All Comics Universe. They've been so fun to read." Yeah, man. I'm going to. Thanks, man. I hope I mailed them to you because I don't have any. Unless, let me check. Did you just order them today? I just mailed out a bunch of stuff. No, I must have sent them to you because I just mailed out a bunch of stuff a few days ago, or maybe last week it was. I got 2 more orders today, but none from Jake. I probably mailed them to you. But Who's Who and All Universe are slated to come out with Comic Tom with new covers, and I'm going to do some homage covers, and it's going to be fun, man. It's just awesome time. And even if this all ended, even if it all ended with Tommy and Charity and whatnot, all of stuff ended, there's no reason why I can't keep going. It just won't. I just won't have 6,000 prints out there. I'll have like 100 or 200, but I'm still going to do this. I love making comic books for my website and for conventions so people could read them and see them and buy them for me and create my own universe. And I'm really inspired by Hanna-Barbera cartoons, the way that Magilla Gorilla, Squidly Diddly, Ricochet Rabbit, Quick Draw McGraw, Yogi Bear, how all these guys are in the same world. And the Laugh Olympics guys, they're all in the same universe. They're all connected. And that's a big inspiration for me. So a lot of my characters look like that style. So those guys are a big inspiration for me. And I've been actually buying a few more Hanna-Barbera toys from the 60s and 70s. I just bought a few more. I don't have them ready. I put them by my other table because I'm going to do a reveal or like a reveals things while I do another draw show. Probably maybe tomorrow, but that'll probably be my next show. He goes, "Oh yeah, pinups. Yeah, man, I got pinups. I got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff's been happening, man." It says, "Are you ever going to include pin downs? Are they pinups? They might be called tie downs. Like you got to wrangle them. Hog time? I don't know." Brian Petrosky, my cousin. So cool. Good to see you, Brian. Tom's Holbrook is here. Totally cool. Famous cartoonist working it. Blessing the fans. Big swig. That's swig for Tommy. He's also Wizzo. Swig for Wizzo. I'm going to reveal some things to you guys right now. I'm going to switch to drawing. I know you guys like the drawing portions of the show. We're going to do it. I'm going to show you some things. And you guys are saying, "No, don't draw." But now you're going to like it. I'm going to show some. I'm going to reveal. It's an exclusive. I'm going to reveal the next two homage covers. No one even knows I'm doing this. I'm doing it right now. Let's do it. Yeah, man. This is true. We are doing it. We're having a good time. I'm going to switch my screen to Famous Cartoonist. Boom. Draws things. I had a little bit of temporary panic right now because I couldn't find the button. This program has changed things, but we're not going to do that. We're going to show stuff. D. Brad says, 1, 2, 3, draw. There. You guys probably could see in the little thumbnail up there what it looks like, but I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to bring this up. First, I'm going to bring this up because I didn't have it ready, but I'm going to have it ready right now. And you're going to say, "Dang, Baltazar, that was pretty cool how you did that thing. I think that did that thing we weren't ready for. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? You guys, you're gonna see it right now on the screen. Maybe not. It's all right. You don't need to see stuff. I'm gonna show you this. Watch. I'm gonna show you this. Check this out. Oh, you guys, what? That's a cool cover, Balthazar. We like that. Now watch this. Are you seeing it? Let me see what the screen's what it looks like thus far. Okay, this right here. The next two books that are coming out from our collaboration is Lunar Lizard #1. And you can see the cover that I've done for the actual issue is going to be the real cover I always had. But the homage cover is going to be an homage to Spider-Man #6. Amazing Spider-Man #6. You're like, what? That's crazy. And then watch this. Here is what it is. The cover's finished. I finished it today. Boom. Whoa, that's crazy, man. Look at that. Lunar Lizard Lunar Lizard #1 is an homage to Amazing Spider-Man #6. What do you guys think it is? Is that cool? I think this is awesome. I'm having so much fun. And Amazing Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. Maybe is favorite superhero. I always love Spider-Man and I always love Spider-Man, Superman. But this is it. What do you think? That's the next homage cover coming from Comic Tom and whatnot and going to charity. It's the variant cover of Lunar Lizard #1. I like that. You guys like that? Now watch this. I'm going to show you that. Now here's the second issue is the variant cover will be an homage to this. Another lizard cover, Amazing Spider-Man. And this is going to be homage to #44. Lunar Lizard #2 will be an homage to Amazing Spider-Man #44. And here it is. It's in progress right now. I was drawing this today and I thought, hey man, let's go live with this thing. Let's go do a live show. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm filling in the details. I drew it all on paper. Yeah, paper, mister. I drew it all on paper. Look, I'm going to show you that too. I have them boards. So I haven't been drawing on, I've been drawing digital lately. So if you can see in my little square, see there's the paper. There's the paper board. I draw on inking, and I love inking on paper. And I've been doing a lot of inking at the Midnight Monday Madness at Oya Comics. So here's the issue 1, and I got issue 2. So these boards, I got to see. I think they're going to, Tommy usually picks these up for me, and then he buys them, and then we offer them to charity so we could make more money for charity. That's usually what we do, but hopefully that's the same. We'll see. If it's not, I will have further instruction on what will happen to these covers. But that's it so far, man. So I want to get this away from me because it's touching. But I think I'm just gonna start coloring these. Let's start coloring these guys. I'm gonna do it live on the air so you can see. So what do you think? Is that cool? This is an homage to this one. I think it's pretty fun. It's gonna look more like it once it's colored. Once it's colored and with the colors on there, the background color and stuff. What do you think? So instead of a direct copy, I like add stuff. You know, I'm adding add more characters. I think it's cool to add more stuff. Like I add, instead of one Spider-Man, one alien, I add more aliens and add their heads down there. But there's a hole in the wall there, and they're going to be inside of a cave instead of a sewer. And I had the monkey on there. So the lizard is the focal point, like the lizard on the other one. So it's going to be cool, man. And I like that corner box with Lunar Lizard in it. It's just fun. I'm having a great time with this. And I should be working on a few things. Like I still have to get Yogs finished. I've been writing a lot of Yogs. I go to the coffee houses. I was going to go there tonight, but I still have to leave later on to pick up my daughter from work. So if I'm in the middle of writing. I'm gonna have to stop to go get her. So I might go there later because they're open to midnight. But so far those were my potential plans of the evening. But instead I'm gonna say, hey man, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna show my people. I'm gonna show my peeps. I'm gonna show the masses what I'm working on. I think you guys are gonna dig this, man. And I was drawing this because the goal tonight is to finish this cover, to finish both. I finished one. Now I'm going to finish this one. But as you can see, I scanned it larger than the page, so I got to trim these edges, just make them look cool. It's a little bit more challenging because when I draw digitally, I already know where I'm going with it before I even start drawing it half the time. But right now, I'm drawing this, but I have to go back in with all the details with the eraser and all this stuff. So it's a little bit different way to work. But the original cover is going to have a lot of this ink line in there, but I'm going to take it out when I color it. Like the background right now is black. So like behind them is black, but on the cover it's purple. See, it's got black, but then it has purple above the words. So I'm going to try to do that behind here. I'm going to see, I added the purple already. See the layer of purple? I already added the purple, but I'm going to slowly take it away. I was thinking about putting a spider web behind them. I'm going to slowly take it away, and it's going to be fun, man. These are cool. I have plans for the Who's Who in the All Yeah Universe variant covers, but I don't want to say what they are yet because I want you guys to be surprised. Or maybe I should. Should I tell you guys what they are? Maybe, right? Maybe. Tell us what they are, Baltazar. Maybe I will. Nothing stops me from saying it. I could do it if I want. There's no rules right now. Making comics, there's no rules. I can do whatever I want. I think I'm going to say it. So, Who's Who in All Yeah Universe #1 will probably be the next book. Maybe because we got like 15 of them right now that I could play with and pretty much put them anywhere I want in the schedule. And I don't mind changing the schedule around too much because I change mine a lot. But it seems like whatever gets us excited is what we do next. So at first I didn't know the Who's Who in All Yeah Universe. I didn't understand when we were first doing this. I didn't understand why we needed to make variant covers. Like why? Like what's that all about? I don't really like variant covers as a gimmick, but now I'm understanding it, and not so much as a gimmick, but it's just something cool. You know, something cool to have, especially when the book is different. The purpose of the book is different, and you can only get it a certain way. I think that's kind of fun. So at first, Who's Who in All Ya Comics Universe, I didn't know what the variant cover would be. I didn't want to just spoof the Marvel Universe because there's a lot of characters on every book, and it's just I found those covers to be a bit not non-overwhelming. They were cool when we were watching them when we looked at them because all the guys are on there and all that stuff. But I wanted something more dynamic, so kind of went back and just said, let's do Lunar Lizard. But what I'm planning on doing with Who's Who in All Ya Universe #1 right now it's going to be 10 issues. It's going to be a 10 issue series, maybe more. I'm trying to get it to be 12. It might be a 12 issue series. So you got to think about what other classic comic book series was 12 issues. I kept thinking, man, what other book series is 12 issues where I could just homage every cover from issue 1 all the way to issue 12? Yeah, think. You guys want to guess? I'm going to tell you. So, All Ya Comics, Who's Who in All Ya Comics Universe will homage Secret Wars. Bum bum bum. I'm gonna do Secret Wars #1 with all the All Ya Comics characters. I'm gonna do 1 through 10, but I think I'm gonna be able to do 12 issues of Who's Who in All Universe, because I keep making characters, I keep adding them, and I don't see it being a problem of me just adding guys. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I think that's a cool idea. I told Tommy that idea, and he got real excited. And I think that'd be fun, man. Because with this lunar lizard, the first thing I thought about was the lizard from Spider-Man. And of course, when I start putting up some Webster the Spider Monkeys, I'm gonna do some homages to the Amazing Spider-Man once again. So that'd be fun. But the one thing I probably will never do is spoof that homage. They're not spoofs, homage. I'll probably never homage that Tom McFarlane Spider-Man because everybody does it. And I probably will never homage that Wolverine Claw one because everyone does it. So I like doing covers that you don't normally see, because these are kind of like homages, but they're a little different because they could be an homage, but it's not a direct one. Because if you look at this one, this cover, I added a big spider back there because on the original cover, you see Spidey right here. He's got webbing, like he's tied up in his own webs, but then he has webs under his arms. So it's kind of, to me, it was a bit confusing. What's happening here? It's a cool cover. It's great. But did Spider-Man get caught in his webs? Did the lizard put him in it? Because he looks like he's suffering. But so I like this cover. But on here, I made the monkey get tangled and lizard's falling, just like the other guy is. They're both falling in the same, both falling in the same pose, you know? So it's cool. But I added the webs, and because Lunar Lizard and Quigley the monkey, they get into a lot of adventures that they get stuck. They get stuck doing these little things. So it's possible that they encountered a giant spider who caught them in a web. So that's pretty cool. So I like this a lot. I think this is real fun. It says the Marvel Age of Comics is here, and on here it says the Oh Yeah Comics Age is here. might be harder to say, but that's what's happening, kids. It's really happening right now, man. It's happening for all to see. Isn't that cool? So I'm real excited about this, and I'm gonna work on this until I can't, and then we'll see. If I pick up my daughter, I'll go and maybe go right at the coffee shop. So the coffee shop around here is open till midnight, which is pretty cool. I could walk in there with my big hair, and they'll know I'm there for business, you know? What the heck's this guy with the big hair? Why did he bring his hair to a place like this? And then I could sit down and hunker, get a cup of coffee, and write more yogs. Because that's one thing I was planning on doing is just drawing because I had the first 8 pages all written out and thumbnailed, and I have some of it sketched. So I was going to go ahead and draw it on tonight's show. But I'm like, no, man, I'm going to draw this. I'm going to reveal the variant covers. So these covers are fun. These are going to be the next set that's going to try to raise another $2,000 for charity. So, and then with all of these, with all these things, I get my own copy. So it's kind of that's part of this deal. So I'm kind of like self-publishing once again, but I have a partner this time. So that's kind of what's happening here. And it's a very unique situation that I'm in, that me and Tommy talked. Like, we've been talking about this, doing this for, man, 6-7 years. I think since 2015, maybe. Yeah, we were talking about this for a long time. And we knew we wanted to work together. We just didn't know how. How are we going to do this, man? And so we wanted to do this. And between talking to him, talking to his dad is the Ukla the Mock drummer. So I know these guys for at least 20 years. I met them like a year after I met Franco. So it's like we all know each other from doing all this stuff. So our plans just evolved and morphed into this. And all the pieces just went into place, and we were able to do what we got to do. It was like work. Like, I don't know how it happened. just the pieces went in place, and like, here's what we need to do. What if we did this? What if we did that? And then let's see what they think. And then like, oh my God, they agree with us. And that was how all this stuff happened. So it's kind of cool. And now all I ever wanted to do, since I'm in 5th grade, since I'm a little kid, all I want to do is make my own comics. That's it. Like, I don't care about anything else. Like, I just want to make comics. And of course, like when you say you don't care about anything, of course you care about things. But as far as waking up and doing things, all I wanted to ever do is make comic books every day. And I'm able to do it, which is pretty awesome. And I pray to baby Jesus. I thank his dad all the time. I thank anyone who's up there listening. That thank you for allowing me to do this. It's kind of cool. And I think that's why he sent me my wife. That's why he sent me her. Here, you must meet her. She'll let you do this, and she'll support you. Not let me do it. She'll support me. Like, she'll get it. She gets it. So like, yeah, you gotta do this. Yesterday, I took my wife to the comic shop. I took her to the store yesterday because we were in the area, and normally Skokie, where our comic book shop is located, is an hour from my house. So probably about 98% of the time where I'm near Skokie, I'm by myself. So yesterday it was cool because my wife was with me, and I'm like, ooh, we're only a block from the store. Let's go see it. And then before she could even think about it, we were parking in front of the place. And it was real cool. We went inside the store. She was with her friend too, so we walked around. And her and her friend were real impressed with the store. And man, I was beaming. I was so honored. I was so happy to have my wife see the store. And man, it was just real cool. And I kept telling her how awesome it was that she let me take her to the store. Like, I parked the car, she didn't protest. She said, all right, let's go in. So it's real different. It's kind of like we all have this part of our worlds. Like, wherever we go, we got work life, we got home life, we got out with the boys life, we got whatever life you have. But when your life crosses over, like when certain friends meet other friends, and it's kind of weird, but it's cool at the same time. Especially when these friends meet these guys, and then everyone gets along, and you don't have to act weird around them. But that's kind of how it was. My wife saw my world that I'm in, and she was smiling. It's like, man, this is cool. I really like that. So I'm still a little bit emotionally overwhelmed a little bit, but it was just fun, man. It was cool. Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a good day, even though we were not out and about for a good purpose, you know. But that's okay. We supported friends. We checked out stuff. It was cool, man. We had a good dinner, so we turned it into a date. But it was fun. It was cool, man. Most people are like, how can you talk this whole time? I don't know, man. So there it is. I cleaned up some of these edges. So look how he looks. Is he cool? So he's got stuff on his face. See, I gotta fix these. I'm gonna fix these lines right here. Right there. Actually, I'm gonna select that. Watch this. I'm gonna get rid of that line. It'd be cool. Look at this. Yeah, brother. Yeah, man. And tomorrow I'm gonna meet my cousin. I haven't hung out with her in few years. But we only run into, you know, like when you run into people at weddings or funerals, always funerals. People said, oh, too bad. This is how we got to stop meeting like this, you know. We got to go out one day. And everyone always says that, but it never happens. So I'm making it happen, man. Me and my cousins are, you know, I'm tired of seeing them in down times. So let's just go. Let's go get some food. Let's go some tacos. Let's go drink some stuff, you know. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that too. There's a lot of stuff happening. I think there's a toy show Saturday, and then there's another toy show, different one on Sunday. I think I might go to the Sunday one. Not sure. Maybe I'll just hunker down and make more comics. So I do have to work on Yogs. I promised the publisher I will have book 2 and book 3 done in 2023. So I'm not bad. My pace is not bad right now. But if I let a month go by, the pace will be real bad. So right now I'm still good. I still have time to come up. Because a lot of times when I'm writing, like the first part of writing, man, it takes a real long time because I have to think about what the story is going to be. If I just jump into it, it's cool. But then I write myself into a hole. Get out of that hole, Baltazar. So I had all the holes set up. But then I thought, hey, man, how do you get out of this? So the first portion, the first part of my writing was getting all these characters where they need to be. And I'm so happy I did it. And the first writing session or two, I really figured out where all the characters are. Because I don't want to spoil, but the end of the first story, the end of the first book picks up immediately in book 2 at the same exact spot. And there's one character in there who's so powerful that all he has to do is do something and the story in book 2 wouldn't exist. So I had to do something with that guy. I had to keep him busy. I had to do something. What should I do with this guy? Because if he wants to, he can just end the war right now. So I made sure that there's a reason why he can't do that. And I was like, man, that's what I needed. I needed that breakthrough, man. You just can't take a character and just, I don't know. I had to figure it out in a cool way instead of just saying, oh, he's too powerful. I'll just send him away on a mission. Like, nope. That's what they did in that Avenger movie with the girl Captain Marvel. Remember? She went away on a mission. She just said, oh, I was fighting other planets. That's how they got rid of her. I didn't want to do that. So he needs to be there. So he's there watching things. So that was real fun. Sweet. I'm going to see what your comments are. So I went on a long rant, man. I just kept talking. You guys like when I talk? Deep Rat says, dang. I like it, DC says. Tom says, ta-da. Yeah, man. There's a scent coming from the stairs. Somebody's home microwaving food or cooking. There's something smells delicious, but I ate already. Karen's here. Karen Pyramid. I love it. Thank you, Karen. Good to see. Anyone new that I joins the show gets those claps. Just like this. Deep Red. See, like this. I like it, these too. And he says, Tom, live reveal. Yeah, man, I reveal things. I reveal all kinds of stuff. I tell you a lot of things. It's up to you guys to remember. Tom says, this is cool. Always tell us. Always. Right. That's why I'm here. There's no reason why I can't tell you a whole bunch of stuff. There's no reason. Unless it's like another publisher tells me not to. Like, or if I don't want to spoil. Like, I could tell you I'm working on Yogs too, but I don't want to. Like, I was going to draw those pages, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because Yogs 2 opening pages spoil how Yogs book 1 ended. So, like, man, I want you guys to see it first, because Yogs is so important to me, and I love it so much. It's going to make me feel like when my wife went to the store and looked at my comic shop. So, it's so cool. Crisis on Infinite Earths. That was a cover series I thought about homaging, but then I looked at George Perez's art, and he draws 100 characters on every cover. So I don't want to do that. I think I could handle the Secret Wars one. Plus, I probably have over 100 characters, but I don't want them all to be on issue 1 cover. Swig for Crisis. Swig for George Perez. Oh, Secret Wars. Yeah, I was really into Secret Wars at the time that came out. I loved it so much. I didn't know it was tied into toys at the time. I didn't make the connection. I know the comic came out, and then I saw the toys, and then I'm like, ooh, Secret Wars toys. But I didn't get it. As a kid, you don't think about that whole multimedia conglomerate that it was all tied in. And the next one I probably was aware of was Shadows of the Empire. with Shadows of the Empire Star Wars is when they made the toys, the video games, books. That's what I really knew what they were doing. Like, oh, I see, they're making all this stuff. They don't have a movie, but they're acting like they do, you know? And like another popular homage is Kevin McGuire's Justice League #1. Yes, yes. I probably will not homage that one because my friend Austin Huff, who does Power Comics, he already did it. So he homages a lot of covers. So I want to avoid any homage covers that already been popular to homage. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will never say never, but there's so many cool books out there. And right now, every cover I'm choosing is Marvel, and that's not intention. That's just I choose the covers I like, and I choose the covers that might go with the character that I'm drawing. So Webster the Spider Monkey is obviously a Spider-Man inspired character. So he'll probably be that Secret Wars #8 cover with Spider-Man with the new suit. It'll probably be Webster in that pose. But we'll see. I don't have the sketches yet. I'm just thinking. Troy says, you married well. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like her. She does good. And our lives interact every day, but we live in separate. We have different schedules. She sleeps different times I do. And like, I stayed up last night to watch Mandalorian, or was it the night before? 2 nights ago. And the house was sleeping and I was tired, but I waited till 2 and I didn't go to bed till about 3:30. And so I had to get up early that day because yesterday we had to go do some adult business things. So we did all that stuff. But then I came home and I took a 4-hour nap and I got up again. So it's like our lives intersect, but they go their own ways. So, but I'm so happy that like I have support. She likes all this stuff. And all the stuff I'm telling you guys, like, she knew as it was happening with Comic Tom and all the stuff and monthly books. And all I needed was that printer to unlock. I needed a solution. Like, I could print my own books, but if I print at a regular printer, like a printer who prints the comics, I use a printer who prints comics for DC Comics and Dark Horse. I use their printer, but their minimum order is 2,000 comics. It's either 1,000 or 2,000. But every time I print, man, it's like it costs $2,000. I'm like, man, this is hard to do. And I realized I could do anything I want if I had money. And then I was struggling till I make money and then get a book printed, and I had no money. Then I have to, and that's like back in the 90s. It was the same way. I had to work just to print my Crybaby books. And now this low-cost printer who could also print in color, man, it's like a gift fell on my lap. And all of a sudden, all the money I was saving to print a $2,000 comic, now I could print like 5 or 6 comics. I'm like, whoa, I could print a bunch of stuff. So that's kind of what happened. It all started like 2021. I think I started printing books. So that's how I could do. Let me just do this every month. So I'm 15 months ahead right now. But I'm going to be like, probably in the next month, I'll probably add more, like 4 more books. I got so many books that are halfway done. It's cool, man. It's just cool. Troy says, not a 12-issue run, but the covers for the first 12 issues of Micronauts are great. Oh, they are. Yeah, those are good too. That Micronauts #1 is cool. And I have a barbarian character I'm working on. His name is No Neck, the barbarian fella. That's what the title is. Working on him, and I'm working on a swamp character named Swampus, Lagoon Knight, and Swampus. So all this stuff's coming out, and I got a few more books I'm working on until I start launching my Powers in Action series, and I'm working on that. And once that happens, man, that's going to be a lot of fun. The Powers in Action series is going to be really fun, and you're going to see a lot of homages to a lot of different superhero books. But the homages are not my main cover. They're always going to be the variant cover, the chase cover, the charity cover, because I like homages, but I don't want that to be my main book. I want my own cover. You know, I really feel like I want my own stuff. I want to do it myself. I want to do my own thing. I want to design my own. I want to make my own cover legendary or iconic, like Patrick the Wolfboy cover That's been homaged a few times by different creators, but that cover's like, it came out of my head, my design. So it's so simple. And even like a Abraham Lincoln just standing on a little hill. Like, I think this is real iconic. And when you get a iconic feel, I like to come up with that myself, because it's real easy to homage like Amazing Spider-Man #1, or Amazing Fantasy #1, or that other one, Superman throwing the car. You know, everyone does that, and Wolverine claws. Well, you see the reflection. I don't really care about that. I want to do my own. So when I homage, man, it's gonna be fun. But people dig it. I didn't really like understand what Tom was talking about when we were talking about these homages. Like, man, that makes no sense. That makes no sense, man. I don't know what you're talking about. So, but once he told me about what we can do with it, oh, I see now what you are talking about. This is really, 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 really light. So I'm going to, there you go. I'm going to change that and then change color later, so it makes more sense. Does that make sense? You don't make any sense, Baltazar. But Troy, if you're still listening, I have your piece. I'm gonna try to wrap it up tonight and send it in the mail, probably for tomorrow, because I have to go out tomorrow, and so actually I have to go out and do things. So before I go out and do things, I will hunker down to the post office and say, "Hey, man, can you send this to Colorado for me?" And they're gonna say, "Why, sure." They might say that. Sometimes I get the angry lady who yells at me. But I don't let that bother me, you know. I said, "You all right, man? Why you having a bad day, man?" I bring them donuts. Maybe I'll bring them donuts tomorrow. Should I bring them donuts? I bet nobody ever brought the post office people donuts. Like, I'm not giving those people donuts because they're yelling at me all the time. That's probably what people think. I'm going to bring them stuff. Maybe I'll bring them Harold's. Should I bring them a bucket of Harold's? Harold's is rough. Donuts are good. Because if you don't eat meat, you can still eat a donut. Harold's, if you're a vegetarian, then you're going to miss out. If I bring donuts, Harold's will just break donuts will just break your diet. But you don't have to tell anybody. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You're poisoning people, Baltazar. No. It's appreciated. Because I meant to buy everyone at the post orifice. I meant to get them some Christmas gifts. And it just slipped by. Because even my daughter was saying, "Do you ever give gifts to like the UPS guy or the mailman and stuff?" I'm like, "No," but sometimes I used to give them put a little card in the mailbox, just say thank you. But I haven't done that in a long time. I used to do that in my old house. That was like 20 years ago. I want to start doing that. They deserve it, you know. They work hard every day. They keep electricmilkcomics.com in business. They keep artbaltazar.com in business. I see how you worked in that plug, Baltazar. Yeah. Okay, see up here, all of this texture here, the original cover, see it has this cross-hatching stuff going on. So I'm going to do this, but oh, I see what they did. Oh, look at this. Over here, there's an extra wall. I didn't draw the wall. And the wall has bricks. See? John Romita Sr. knew what he was doing. I didn't draw the wall. I just made it drift off. So, I want to continue this pattern because up here, this needs to turn into this color purple. But I want it to be this black to show through still. But the black, I'm going to change it to darker purple. Yeah. All right, let's see what I can do. Let's see what we can do here. What if I just do this for now? There. All right, that's good. That's going to be, yeah. Then I can add this cross hatching. I can add it to it. gonna add nothing, man. Yeah, I'm gonna add it. He says, why are you talking that way? Will that work? Oh, look at that. Woo! It's gonna be good. It's not gonna be this color. This is just so I could see it. This is just so I could see this, but I'm gonna make it a darker purple because this is a light purple. Because when I draw it up against the black, I can't see it. Can't see it. Tarnation. I'm gonna press save. I gotta press save. You guys are saying stuff. You guys are saying things. I'm gonna answer questions in a moment. In a moment's notice. Why do people say that in a moment's notice? You have to say notice, or can you just say in a moment? Can you say in a notice? You will know in a notice. See, that don't make sense. A moment's notice makes sense. A second's notice? That's harder to say. You will know in a moment. Momentarily, you will have confirmation. So this I'm going to get rid of. Right now I'm going to leave it in a moment's notice. He's hunkering down. This is called hunkering, man. Just strapping it in, hunker down, do your thing. 7:48, 7:44. So I got about an hour. I got less than an hour before I got to go. So I'm good for another 40, 45, half hour, 45 minutes. I didn't realize when I started that this stream would end probably sooner than I was ready. That's okay though. So if you guys are around, man, come see me at C2E2. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a lot of new books. I went to Northwest Indiana Comic-Con, NWI, if you will. Mind you, I went there. And I brought so much stuff with me. I packed like I was leaving to go to C2E2. I said, I'm going to bring a lot of stuff to the show and treat the show like it's a huge show. We're just going to do it. And if I don't sell a lot of stuff, that's okay. I'll just bring the stuff back home. I'll load my van. It's just a few extra boxes, you know. And then I'll bring the stuff home and then bring it back to C2E2. But I brought so much stuff with me that I had all these comics on my table that were all my own creations. And none of the stuff I had on my table was from DC Comics or Dark Horse or any other publisher. And I was kind of amazed by that. That wasn't intentional. I just looked, I'm going to bring this one, I'm going to bring all my new books. And I don't have like a lot of DC books. I don't have a lot of copies to sell. Like I used to have some Archimaniacs and some Superman Smallvilles, but I don't have any copies to sell. So that was probably why I couldn't bring any, because I didn't really have any on my shelf here to bring. So I packed all my own stuff, and I was so amazed at like, wow, all of these books here are my own books. So that's gonna happen again at C2E2. It's gonna be my own copies, all my own stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be probably the first time ever in the history of me. No. Ever since I worked for DC Comics, it's been always had DC books, but this will be the first time in a long, long time where all the books on my table are all from myself. There's other publishers like Boom Studios and Paper Cuts, but all the characters are my own, you know? Even Dark Horse, I'll have some Dark Horse stuff because they've made Grimace Island and Action Cat, but all the characters on the table are my own characters. And I'm quite honored for that to be the case. It's kind of cool, man. I'm digging it. I'm digging it fresh, yo. Friggin' it, digging it. It's like fresh and digging it is like freaking it. Freshen it, digging it fresh, yo. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really excited about seeing all the stuff. And I love it when my friends come and see, like, man, you've been doing a lot of stuff. You've been doing some serious hunkering, man. I'm like, yeah, man. Doing my thing. Some serious hunkering. NFA. That's what Franco says. Not messing around. but the S doesn't mean messy. NFA. In it to win it. In the biz, man. In the biz. We'll see. I'm clear on this stuff. Most people are like, why don't you just click and fill, man? Sometimes when I click and fill, it connects to something that there might be a connection. Or I miss a dot or something. This is going to be cool. Patience, man. Patience. I'm really looking forward to these Lunar Lizard covers. Because every cover, like every book, has my own cover and then the homage cover, which is kind of fun. So I could click that one. You know? Let's see how it looks. See, look at that. It's shaping up. Shaping up, Balthazar. Going to shape it up, baby. Going to shape. Like, let me see. So, what color should this ground be? What color is it? The original cover has gray. Should I make this inside gray? Yeah, it has to be, right? Yeah, I'll make it gray. I like when the covers look the same with the same colors. It's key. That's what makes people think, like, hey, man, I saw that before, man. I know what that is, man. You know. This is white. I'm not erasing it and making it white. But right now there's no background. So it looks like I'm erasing. I'm making it white. Oh, I hear people moving. I hear the movement. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this. And I'm going to add some background. Let's see. So I don't want it to be gray because the other one was gray. But I do want it gray. But look what they did in the coloring back then. They added a little bit of shadow, slight shadow behind. They even had some highlights on this guy. I don't know if this was recolored or is that the way the original one looked. So I'm going to add, let me see. I know what I'm going to do. I know it. I'm going to go into my, I have templates, coloring templates. I'm going to go in here and look for stuff, pull it out. Pull out some templates. Reach in, pull out the big guns. Pull them out, man. Watch this. Props and samples. And you're going to see, he always uses that texture because it works. It looks good. It works. I'm going to go like this here. It's my background, my grass textures. I have a bunch of textures on here that I use for different things. So what if I use this right here? This purple one. I call it my brick texture because probably one time I used it as bricks. I'm going to do like this. Put this here. Let's see, is it darker? I'm going to flip it. Yeah, let's flip it. People are yelling upstairs now. Rotate. Boom. What if I do like this? Oh, that's a duck. When I say people are yelling, that was a dog barking. So that's his way of yelling, I guess. Look at this. If I do like this. Like that. Yeah, that's not bad, right? Add some natural texture to it. I don't know if I like it. Stretch it too much. Do like this. They're like, yeah, this is real entertaining, Balthazar. It's not working. There it is. Now if I take this, well, I'm going to take the ground. I made a ground like a concrete gray. So I just put these backgrounds because it's just so easier to just add these backgrounds and things. And it looks pretty cool when I'm done. Because this cover is very gray. But I didn't want to use the same gray as that first one. See? This is gray too. But I don't want, and they look similar. But I don't want two covers that look the same. The Wolf Boy ones work too. They're both red. I'm going to vary it up. I'm going to vary it up. Make a homage variation. How about that? I just created a new. I'm going to variant the homage variant. Nobody knew you could do that. I kind of created that right now. Can't do that, man. But I'm gonna. So people don't know you could do it, but I'm gonna do it. I invented it right now. I'll probably make this darker. I'll add some shadow. Yeah, look at that. Now, I'm gonna press save. I'm gonna save in a swig. I'm gonna read some stuff. I'm gonna read. Plus, the purple makes those green pop. It really does. Swig. Let me see. Diego's asking a lot of things. Let's see what you guys are saying. DeBrat says, what about an homage of a movie poster? That will be something, yes, that I will consider. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to keep going with these homage covers as long as we possibly can. And so far we're scheduled to do all of 2023. And then we'll see what happens, because we'll see what happens. When it ends, you're not going to even know it ends, because I'm going to continue to make books. I'm going to put them all out. Everything I do, everything I've ever done is coming out again. And even Captain Camel, I'm going to recolor him. He's going to come out. The Grim Reaper's going to come out again. Craybabies is the only thing I'm not going to repeat, because I'm redoing it. But all of my Gira Man's coming up. I got him finished. I got Webster #2 is going to come out. Cosmic Action Cat's coming. A whole bunch of stuff's coming. But yeah, I will. Homage movie posters sound pretty cool. Captain Camel movie poster would be cool, like to spoof the original Star Wars Hildebrandt. That might be cool. Yeah, that'd be real fun. I am listening and very excited. You're a good man, Troy. I'm excited that you're listening. How about that? Diego says, would you draw wrestlers again? I would. I feel bad that I didn't finish part 2 of the wrestling story. Christopher Daniels wrote a cliffhanger, and when I started #2, I got derailed, started doing other things. I got busy, but I just found the script. Actually, here it is. I just found the script. Here's the script. You can see in the little picture. I just found a script with my thumbnails in there, and it shows, this is page. I think I thumbnailed up the page. Oh man, I did a lot. I did a lot of it. I just have to get down and do it. I have to finish, because yeah, this is panel 38. Panel 38, panel 45. Yeah, so I just have to get to it. And it just has to happen. It will happen. Hopefully we can do it with Comic Tom, because we're trying to expand into doing more pages. Right now we're doing 20-page comics, but we may be able to expand and do more. We're going to see. And if we could, I'll try to include the wrestling book in there. That would be really fun. D-Brad, so I have to go eat now. Catch you later. Yeah, man, D-Brad, you're a good man. My wife just came home too. I guess Sunny came home earlier. That's the food I smelled, so she's going to eat right now. But they probably hear me talking, so we're good. But see you next time. My friend, you're a good man. Oh, yeah. Would you draw someday the Ghostbusters or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That, I may have an opportunity at some point, but right now it's not on my schedule. But I would not be opposed to it. But I can't do it right now. So we'll see what happens, man. Dorian Swall. Oh, yeah, Dorian, I know you. Hunker in the bunker. Yeah, I'm hunkering right now. Like, say, look a little bit like a Death Star. Dead Star? What's a Dead Star? Yeah, it's cool. I'm drawing stuff right now. Always hunkering. Always doing stuff, man. I got to do stuff to keep the kids, you know? I got 3 kids to feed. So it's cool. Let's see. Let's see if I do this early. Oh, yeah, look at that. But yeah. Doing a lot of stuff, man. It's good to see Dorian. Dorian's awesome. See if this works. I was reluctant to do this so early. You see. Whoa, it worked. All right. This cover is going to be challenging to go the direction I wanted to. We're going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to add some more. I'm going to find some fine lining here. But yeah, this is cool, man. It's cool. D-Brad's going to have to watch the repeat after he eats dinner. I'll leave it up. I'm everywhere you get your YouTube videos and your Facebook videos. I'm all over the place. I'm even streaming now live on Twitter. This is on Twitter. This is on Twitch. I don't think anyone watches me on Twitch, but I'm on there. If you want to see me on there, you can. But I think I'm only on there while it's live. That's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Don't be scared. Never be scared. Nobody worry. I'm here to save the day. Okay, I'm going to save that. This cover's being worked on. We're working on this. Swig. Man, my phone is buzzing. I think I'm just getting alerts from when you guys comment. It says thanks. Famous Cartoonist alerts things. That's what it's called. It's a new show. We're trying it new for the first time today. Let's see what this looks like. Let me see. I already know what the colors are called. I try to use the same color palette all the time, just so my colors all look like they look uniform, you know? They all look like they belong for my universe. They're all doing their thing. We're all in harmony here. Nobody fight, nobody cry. If you fight and cry, no one's going to care. They just let you cry. Then they let you go home with the ball. All right? Stop crying, stop fighting. That's what we do here. I'm going to fight and cry, you can. You just don't care. Shut up, Balthazar. See? That guy's always mad. Critic is always out to get me. Always. Critic is always there. I'm going to get you, Balthazar. That's what happens. I'm going to stop you in your tracks. Can you get stopped in your tracks? Because if you're stopped, then your tracks end there. Like you gotta get stopped before you make the tracks. You can't stop in your tracks because you didn't make the track yet, right? You could stop in your step. You could stop mid-step. Maybe that's what it should be. I stopped mid-step. I didn't get stopped in my tracks. Unless you're standing in your track, but that means you have to take a step back to be in your track again, right? That's not what it means, man. Stop analyzing English. I know. I do it all the time. I do it as a writer. I write a lot of stuff, man. And it's funny how, like, when you tell people, when people try to write something, people like, mostly people like regular people, normal people, I guess. Or if you meet like a family member or somebody who just doesn't realize that you write every day of your life. I write stuff. I punctuate things. I know where commas go. Well, now I do. Never used to, but now I do. And when you tell people, suggest things, and they're like, how do you know? Are you a writer? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, you are. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that, man. Shut up. See? The guy shows up again, yells at me. One's always yelling at me. Nah, no one yells at me. Unless they are, I just don't notice. Like, I don't care. Yeah, whatever. It's all right, man. That's why you got to wear that Panama hat and wear the goatee, so people don't yell at you because they already know. Don't yell at that guy. He doesn't care. You're not gonna turn him, man. You're not gonna penetrate that brain. Like, nah, man, I don't care. My vibe is good, man. I'm just giving out a vibe that others wish they can also receive. Man, I like to receive that vibe. So you gotta be a certain headspace, man. Shut up! He's acting up again, Ma. You know, that's how it goes. Still got people watching though, man. People are here, getting entertained. Famous Cartoonist. I'm drawing a homage cover if you're just joining me. I'm drawing an homage cover to the Amazing Spider-Man, number 44. Look at that. Working on it. I'm going to change colors. They're going to be darker, so you're going to see. But when the cover is all done, it's going to look similar to this. See how they did? See how they did a lot of black in there, but over here you see there's like cross-hatching goes all the way up into the webs. I'm not going to add webs because it doesn't make sense that there's webs, but I'm going to add some cross-hatch, make it go up there. It's going to be fun because that is on a separate layer. See, so once I start moving that around, I could do some stuff here. So I know what the plans are, man. I just have to get there, man. This will probably be a darker gray too, as well. Also, C2E2. So I got to make this darker, but right now, henceforth, I got to see how it works. Make it darker as I go. It's gonna, man. I always say that. It's gonna, man. What's gonna mean, Balthazar? Oh, if you know, you know. If you know what gonna means, I mean, it's gonna get you. The rhythm, it's gonna get you. Shut up. That's my favorite line in Pulp Fiction. When she says, "Shut up." Honey Bunny says that. Shut up. Makes me laugh every time. Sounds like the critic yelling at me. Shut up, Balthazar. Bring me up again. I'm going to do something. No. No one does anything. No one will do anything. I'm just going to make comics. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I keep making comics. Look at that little tweak right there. Is Johnny still here too? He tag in and tag out? Johnny said, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for your show. Johnny's always hunkering down and interviewing famous people. That's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool, Daddy-O. I hear talking upstairs. There's a conversation being had right now. Unless, what if? What if the conversation is, man, that husband of mine is so cool. He took me to the store yesterday. He's hunkering down right now, making a show for his people, for his peeps and his masses. He's making a show for the masses right now. And he's drawn. He's making variant covers. I'm so proud of him. It's probably what's happening right now. Yeah. So when I go upstairs, I'm not even going to ask because I already know that's what they were saying. Just keep it a mystery. But I know deep down they're saying, man, that famous cartoonist that we all live with, man, is he cool? He's a good man. I hope he doesn't shave his beard. Because he looks awesome the way he is. I'm so glad that he is ours. That's what they're thinking upstairs right now. Yeah, sure, Balthazar. She's probably saying he didn't take out the garbage. I hear people laughing. See, I hear giggling. That's what I hear. I hear things. You can't slip it past me, man. The rewatch people are going to say, what's he talking about? What did he talk about at 45.3? He was out of his mind. Who was on a show with him today? Nobody. He's just talking about himself. He's talking about himself. He's talking with himself, by himself, and about himself. Well, that's no way to do a show. He reads their comments too. It's true. It's all true, man. See, I think this gray is going to have to be darker because once I add some shadow, see how does it look? Look at that. I'm going to add that. Oh, it looks cool, right? I could see it even before I add the darker. I'm going to add a darker value to the background. I like the gray. I like the grayish purple. I'm going to, let's see, drop, save, swig. Saving a swig. If you have a swig, now it's time to swig, and let's swig. Ooh, that's delicious. That really, that last swig taught me a lesson. It's don't wait so long to swig, man. You will get dry. Oh yes, you will. You will get dry. All right, let's see. I'm gonna crop this a little bit. No, these details of this, what I'm doing here is a little bit overwhelming detail. There's a lot going on to this drawing that's not very exciting at this moment. It's not like click and fill and coloring and cool. I'm doing a lot of deets. The deets are in high gear right now. But I'm digging it. That's what you gotta do. Sometimes coloring a cover, it's not so fast. It sometimes does take about 4 hours. It may take 4 hours. I did the other cover. I actually did it early in the morning. I got home yesterday and got home from our excursion, and I was so sleepy I just had to lay down. Laid down for about 4 hours. Got up around midnight, and I colored the first cover last night. I finished it today. I put the logos on there and stuff. I finished it today, and then I started this one. It takes a little bit. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna do this. You guys are gonna get blown away right now. How did he do that? All right, we're gonna make this. Remember that was this color here. We're gonna make it. We got it dark. It's almost black, but it's such a dark purple. See, look at that. It's gonna add to the darkness. And it has to be a darker purple than this purple. So I can add these textures in there. Yeah. Watch this. Oh, that's cool, right? Yeah. Now watch. I was going to just trim some stuff, but I'm going to go for it right now. Watch if I do that. Watch this. Grab some of this. You grab this one. Grab that one right there. Just grab a few of these deets. Small details. And now let's just paste it. So I'm going to add this. Watch. Just add it to my. Yeah, watch this. Watch this. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work over here. I don't know what he's doing. Watch this guy. We never know what he's doing next. Let me see. I'm going to add this to the background here. Look at, see? This was the plan. Add it here. We add some here. Might have to reference the cover. See, this cover is really solid. So I'm going to have to make it like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I should do. Yes. All right. I'm going to make it real solid. So I got to go like this. Probably do like, let me see what this is. That's like actually up there, way up there. So I'm going to go like this. Watch. This is the scary part. How do you do that freehand, Baltazar? So what if I just went like that? See? Yeah, look at that. That's kind of cool. Maybe, how much of it is behind Spidey? See, it's way behind him. If I do like this. Is that cool? That looks pretty good, right? Because I'm going to put the lunar lizard title up there. Still want to add some of these like this. It was in the wrong spot this whole time. So I want to add some of this. See? Maybe, let's see. Yeah, that's good. Didn't trust my first instinct there, if that's what you saw. It's like, hey, he's second guessing. Or second guess. I'm making magic right now. We're making history. Historicals. We're making historicals. We're doing things that no other famous cartoonist has ever done before. Saw someone else do this on YouTube, Balthazar. Not like this. No one ever could do it like this. You sure? I'm positive. We're gonna do it. This will probably all get covered up, but it is cool to see. Like, see, I gotta add a little bit here. Let's see what Spidey is doing. See, there's nothing on Spidey. There's nothing touching Spidey. So actually, I'm making it. I'm doing too much. But that still looks cool, right? Let's do another little bit over here. I don't like that. Do it up here. A little bit. But this needs something. No, you're not. Let's put it right there. All right. This will probably be covered unless I just do it now. I don't know what you're doing, Balthazar. Like that. Let's see. I'm going to do it up here. Add to that. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's cool, right? Should I make these guys green outlines? I kind of like them black, but they're going to pop if they're green. Pop easier. Pop more. And it might. Let's see. See if I have any pages. Just the title. Here they are right there. I got another color. Is that one? Do not have the Comic Tom logo. Yeah, let's see if this. Oh. Right here. Here's the original cover. This is going to be the cover for #1. When you buy them from me website, if you want the regular cover, this is it. This is the one. Let me see if let me see how this looks. If I add this instead. You see just what it pops. Is it going to pop? Is it going to pop? Not bad. It does pop more than the green, more than just the black. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, man. But I got to do it the right way because this is also the eyebrow stays black and the eyes are blue. I like blue too. It's true. Everything's always a step. It's always a step to do something. That was a great show, Balthazar. I got real bored because you didn't draw anything exciting. People are digging it. All right, let's see. So I'm going to color these eyes. But I have, normally when I draw digital, I could just draw the stuff in different layers so I don't have to do this. What do you call it? I don't know what this is called. Lasso tooling. Color line block or whatever it's called. Because normally I draw it in color line. And then it's easy to color a color line. But right here it's like everything's black line. So I got it. If I want it color line, I have a lasso tool it and choose it and select it and all that stuff, which looks cool at the end because you turn in a black and white drawing into a full color masterpiece, an homage. If people are like, "Hey man, how'd you do that, man? Can you show me how to do that, man?" You know, guys, see that pop? I always like doing the color line, especially cartoony stuff. Look how that looks. I'm going to leave these guys with black line because I think that'll benefit them because they a solid black line on the main heroes will pop them from the background. And I'm going to add little bit of shadows here. Knowing me, knowing me. So let me see. Let's see if I can get a better green. I always go 355 when I do this one. I'm gonna go a little darker. Let me see how this looks first, though. Let me see what the messed up. 355, 356. Let's see what those look like. Oh, not bad. Oh, man, messed up. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Like when people say, so you're working on artwork, and you always say, let's see what that looks like. I mean, you're not sure? I am sure. It's always a contrast, neat contrast against backgrounds and stuff. Let's see what this looks like. I'm going to draw around his eyebrow, because the eyebrow needs to stay black, because that's the character. These are the green aliens. These green aliens are the characters that are in all my universes. Any book that I've ever worked on, these aliens are in there somewhere. They belong to the Oya Comics universe. But they made appearances in Tiny Titans. They made appearances in Super Pets. They made an appearance in The Mask. The Dark Horse book, The Mask. They fought everybody. See, that's a little bit too bright. See? I knew that would be the thing. And it looks bright because the background's so dark. So I'm gonna take this down a notch. Take you down a notch, Baltazar. Or anything like that. See, that's a little better. I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Just do it. You gotta commit, man. Commit to this. You know, do the thing. And these guys. Should we do these guys? Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Maybe I could do these guys. What's that last? No, won't work. That. I'm doing something there. Like that. No. Not good. Not working. Doesn't work, man. Like this. That might be good. But that color. Even darker. A little darker. Nah, I like that one's good. 376 green. Yeah, that works. I'm going to add it to this. Nobody cares. Mostly nobody cares. The choices I'm making every day benefit me somehow. The rest of the world, nobody cares. Not important. Nobody cares if you use 367 green. Who cares? Nobody cares. Sometimes they do. I know Deep Red cares. Troy Younger cares. Even Kevin Wolf, he cares too. Yeah, man. You guys buy stuff for me too. I'll send stuff out. I got 2 orders waiting right here. Just got them today, or like yesterday and today. Oh, look at that. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now if I add, I'm going to change this, make that look, add some depth. I don't like it. It looks weird. What do you think? Is that cool? It's getting there, man. An homage to Amazing Spider-Man number 44. Number 44. Oh, you guys are saying stuff, man. Wow. Eric Wolfgang's here too. Wayne is here too. Oh yeah, man. Let's see you guys. Hunker in the bunker. That's what she said. Dorian said that. This guy. Fartist. 123. Hello, Fartist. I'm co-producing Celebrity Deathmatch for Adult Swim coming out this fall. It's being animated using AI. Oh, cool. Hopefully I'm in there. I think I'm a celebrity now. I'd like to take on, do a wrestling, but like classic wrestling, maybe with Salma Hayek if you got a chance. That'd be good. First one to pin somebody wins, but I'm going to be real reluctant to lose. Keep that fight going. So if you got that, man, you got my permission to use my likeness. It's like, Michael Campabasso, what's your favorite eating utensil? My favorite eating utensil? It's a tie between a spoon and a straw. But I like spoon. Spoon is very good. Soup, ice cream, pudding. I'm going to go with spoon. But I use the straw the most. That's what I'm going to say. Spoon is my favorite, but I use the straw the most. You're a good man. Dorian. Oh man, the famous cartoonist is on Twitch. Oh yeah. And I'm on there only when I'm live. I don't know how to save them. I don't know how to do all that stuff. But I know I'm on there right now. So if you're watching me on Twitch, hey Twitch. Hey. Twitch is awesome right now. And before, it's probably going to be only like less than 10 minutes before you can't see me on Twitch anymore. The show will probably end pretty soon. I'm running out of hours on this StreamYard. So I always have to delete videos. But I had enough to do a 2-hour show today, maybe a little over. We'll see what happens. Wayne is here. The critic is harsh. Yeah, man, that critic's rough. I might make a Mego figure of the critic. I got to design it. I got to see what he looks like. Because all I do is hear him. He shows up and yells at me every time. I know the Salma Hayek vampire's here. She's hovering. She's looking. She's still sleeping, though. She's just waking up right now because midnight is when she comes out and say, hey, you going to watch some Disney Plus tonight? Don't you want to watch Star Wars? I'm watching Rebels, and I'm really digging that. So we'll see, man. Eric Wolfgang. Already bringing the noise. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man. We're bringing noise. We're exploding. And there's been a lot of reveals today, man. You're going to like it. Swig for Wolfie. Eric Wolfgang. He's in Patrick Wolf by #1. I got his pin up right here. I'm going to show you guys. So if you buy Patrick Wolf by #1, you get an exclusive Eric the Wolf Boy print in the back. I'll show it. I'll go full screen in a moment. You'll see me large once again. I try not to listen to the voices, but sometimes they have a point. Yeah, the voices are they're there to tell you stuff that you don't really realize. And it's kind of like when you have a dream. I had a dream last night. And a lot of times when you get dreams and people visit you in your dreams, a lot of people say, that was their spirit. But then I also thought I was flying and fighting monsters. So I don't know. It was all kind of like the same dream. But the people in your dream will come back and tell you things. They tell you things that you needed to hear. But it was my dream thinking of that. So subconsciously, like these critics, shut up. See, right there. They yell at you. They already tell you stuff that's in your head. I don't know. You know where I'm going. Quite the homage. Thank you, sir. You're a good man. How about a homage to the Janet Jackson Rolling Stone? Ooh, when they're covering her her goodies. Maybe. That'd be pretty good. She's still cute. She's hanging in there. Even though she's like 75 now. But she's doing all right, that Janet Jackson. Oh yeah, Bixby. Oh yeah, man. I care. Like Wayne cares, like Luke Skywalker. Yeah. I like a tiny spoon. Makes me feel like a giant. Yeah, like those tasting spoons that you get at Baskin Robbins. Yeah. So I got to go. I realized that I have to go soon because I have to go pick up my daughter from work. But I'm going to show you where I left off. This cover is not finished yet, but it will be. And it's an homage to this cover right there. It's an homage to The Amazing Spider-Man number 44. And this will be donated to the hospitals, comic books for kids, but it'll also be in the Tommy's mystery mail call boxes. But after all the people get their things, I will have these to sell myself. But right now this will be my next batch in April and May. We will do 2 more books that are coming out in our monthly cycle, which is Lunar Lizard number 1 and Lunar Lizard number 2. Here's number 1. The number 1 cover is all finished. This one is an homage to Spider-Man number 6, Amazing Spider-Man number 6, which is the Lizard first appearance. Let's see if I have him here too. Here he is. It's the Lizard's first appearance. And I homaged I homaged this cover to fit Lunar Lizard #1. It's pretty cool. It says half reptile, half scientist. Lunar Lizard must save Earth from the evil invaders. And there's a spider. You know, Spidey's caught in a web, but so is Quigley the monkey. So it's kind of cool. And I had a good time doing that. I added a spider so it wouldn't look like, why is he in a web? But they obviously tangled with a spider who finds it unwelcome for them to be there. So this is number 1, and then number 2 is this one. And I'm working on that one next. It's going to homage that cover right there. So I'm going to add more colors to make it look more like it. But so far, that's it. It's pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm gonna show you a commercial so I can switch screens. That's my little trick I do here, so you don't have to see all this behind the scenes shenanigans. People say shenanigans. What do you guys want to see? Since we're talking about monkeys, I'm gonna show you something with monkeys in it. You guys want to watch something with monkeys? Here we go. Let's see Webster the Spider Monkey. Webster, Spider Monkey, Webster, Spider Monkey, Webster, Spider Monkey now. He's spectacular, he's amazing, he's sensational, he's spectacular, Webster, Spider Monkey, Webster, coming at you now. Yeah! Yeah, man. You guys like all that stuff? Yeah, man. So if you're in the mood, go to my website. I have a lot of books for sale. I started my monthly comic book making mission to bring books to the masses. January's book was Patrick the Wolf Boy with an exclusive Eric Wolfgang pinup inside. He gave me this drawing, so I scanned the drawing, put it in the book. So then I also have Abraham Lincoln is up there. It's not part of my monthly. This was actually, I did this in 2022, but this one's not up there yet. But if you're at C2E2, you'll be able to pick up Spider Monkey #0. I'll have it at C2E2. This book is scheduled, if you will, to come out in June. So I have it early. I have a lot of books early. Meteorite #2 is my book for March. This one just came out yesterday. It's on my website for purchase. I will have books 1, 2, and 3 on sale at C2E2. I'm getting book number 3 tomorrow, but that book's not coming out till maybe August or something. So it's a lot of I have a schedule. I could put them all out right away, but then I want to release one at a time every month. Plus they come to the comic books for kids and they get all this stuff. But number 3 is going to be out pretty soon too. But if you see me at conventions, you'll be able to buy all these. I'm bringing them. They just won't be on my website yet until the month they're supposed to come out. I got a little schedule going on. And then my February book was Patrick the Wolf Boy #2. And there's all cool stuff. The back covers are awesome. Look at that. They all go together like an Alex Ross cover. You put them all together and it's like a puzzle. So I'm constantly working on stuff, man. Working on stuff all the time. And you guys are awesome. I have to go do things. Let me see what people are saying here. And see, Wayne says, don't forget to wrap your homage after you use it. It gets stinky. Yeah, man. You gotta make sure it's clean. Yeah, man. What are the February books? The February book is this one, man. Patrick the Wolf Boy #2. Patrick the Wolf Boy #2 is the February book, and the March book is here. So these are the 3 books since I've been going monthly. This is it. Here's January, February, and March. So I have these 3. These are the first 3 months of books. They're all on my website for purchase. These are the ones coming out. These are the ones that are out now. March, April will be Lunar Lizard #1. We saw the covers. May will be Lunar Lizard #2. And then June will be Spider Monkey #0. So I'm up to June right now. I have every book until I'm ready to go in June, except for these. But these are getting printed really soon. So all the in-between months, I pretty much have all my books. I got 2 more books coming. And then after June, then July, August, and then September. I have my September book already on its way for this week. So I have a lot of books in order. I have a lot of books in advance. But You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for supporting me all this time. If you're at C22 end of March, come and see me. If you're at the store in Skokie, come and hang out. We hang out there on Mondays and Tuesdays, and we do drink and draws, Mystery Industry Monday nights. Got a lot of people coming over just drawing stuff. But come over, support me. Follow all my links. I have stuff on eBay right now. I have drawings. I'm going to be posting more drawings in the next few days. I just want to create a trail, a pattern, a stream of drawings and getting people to my eBay store, because I'm releasing some Migos, and I want the Migos to get attention. If I put a bunch of drawings, people will know that check me out every Monday or Tuesday or whatever it is. But I want to release some Migo figures. I got the Jungle Chief coming up pretty soon. I'm working on some fuzzy collars, and all I have to do is paint sticks. I got 10 figures ready to go. I was going to do 20, but I said, if I do 20, it's going to be another year. So let me just release these 10. I got enough parts to make another 10, but we'll see. Maybe I'll vary them up. Maybe I'll make them into a cheetah guy or something. Like maybe make a variant. I don't know. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to be releasing Migos, probably 10 figures at a time of one guy. So that's going to be fun, man. I got a lot of stuff happening. So I'm trying to put stuff on Artie Bee Collectibles on eBay so people could see what I'm doing, and it'll be awesome. And so follow the links. That's the way to help out Famous Cartoonist, because I have kids going to college. I have college kids. I have dorm rooms to pay for. So you guys are awesome. And remember, no fighting, no crying. Be nice to each other. Do things to make you happy. And that's it, man. Eat some good food, and go to bed when you're tired, and watch what you like. You guys are awesome. I'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.
Art. Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Do you want to be 18 to 33% smarter? Do you want to increase your chances with the opposite sex? Do you want to impress your friends? Do you want to impress your mom? Do you want to impress your mom's friends? Then you should get Christopher Daniels and Kazarian Wrestle Aw Yeah Comics. Written by Christopher Daniels, drawn by the Eisner-winning artists Art Baltazar and Franco, and starring the World Tag Team Champions of the world. Get your copy of Ring of Honor Wrestling right now, autographed by the best tag team in the business.
What do you think? Oh my God. Downtown Harold's. I have memories, man. Coming back. C2E2. Lemon pepper. Harold's. Harold'sChicken.com. Subscribe. Like and subscribe. Click for notifications. Watch my posts. Treat Harold's with respect. Always tip. You got it. One.
Comic book, where you are.